Jose Chille DeCastro surprised the auditing community on Thursday as he filed an appeal of his once-thought settled California Superior Court case against Michael Blue Bacon Pierattini, Kate Peter, Daniell Clement, and Team Skeptic. DeCastro originally filed the lawsuit in 2023 as his federal civil lawsuit against Peter, Josh Abrams, and Google was in its closing days. That suit was originally a defamation and harassment suit against Peter and Abrams, which became the basis for his nearly identical refiling against Skeptic, Clement, Peter, and Pierattini. The new suit faced problems, as it was determined that he failed to properly serve Team Skeptic with either the original or amended complaints, failed to serve Clement with the amended complaint, and may or may not have failed to properly serve Kate Peter. DeCastro would later file and be granted a default against Peter, ending Peter's ability to defend herself, but the service of either the original complaint or the amended complaint were always in question and was not pursued, as others were dismissed from the lawsuit. Pierattini was the only defendant to accept service and was the only active defendant during the lawsuit. While the lawsuit was hampered by DeCastro's incarceration for unrelated charges in Nevada, it was also hampered by DeCastro's willingness to delay the lawsuit in order to financially damage Pierattini. DeCastro refused to take part in discovery on multiple occasions, or when he did respond, he offered last-minute filing filled with gibberish and non-answers. He was ultimately sanctioned roughly $10,000 during the course of the lawsuit, with another $5,000 awarded to Pierattini at the end of the lawsuit. The diminutive YouTuber ultimately voluntarily dismissed the lawsuit against defendants Team Skeptic and Daniell Clement without prejudice. He refused to extend the dismissal offer to defendant Kate Peter. Defendant Pierattini refused to accept a similar offer, as the court had not yet ruled on the final factors in his pending motion to dismiss the lawsuit with prejudice. In the end, the court granted the dismissal, as to keep Skeptic and to Clement, then granted Pierattini's motion to dismiss with prejudice and terminating sanctions against DeCastro. DeCastro is seeking, 1, to reverse the trial court's vacatur of appellant's voluntary dismissal of defendants Pierattini, Clement, and Omo, filed April 15, 2025. 2, reverse all terminating sanctions and monetary sanctions totaling $15,255 imposed against appellant during his 117-day wrongful incarceration. And 3, restore appellant's case against defendant Catherine Peter and remand for proceedings on the merits as to Catherine Peter only. And 4, award such other relief as the court deems just and proper. His stated grounds for appeal as the trial court violated appellant's constitutional right to due process by imposing terminating and monetary sanctions for conduct physically impossible during appellant's 117-day wrongful incarceration, conviction later overturned on appeal. The court further erred by vacating appellant's absolute statutory right to voluntary dismissal under Code of Civil Procedure Section 581b1. DeCastro's sudden announcement did nothing to spark any of his GoFundMe campaigns this week, as most of the market was again covered in goose eggs. Sean Paul Long Island Dotted Reyes won Wednesday with a $50 donation to his Support the Fight Against Tyranny and Corruption campaign, and a $10 donation to his Help Me Fight These Unlawful Charges and Injustice campaign. The market went dark on Thursday, with no observed donations to any of the campaigns we follow, including DeCastro's 3 active campaigns. This is a breaking news story.